Assalamualaikum class, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Please recite dua. Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma. Okay. So previously we have done two topics of this chapter, that is classifying plants and animals. We have classified plants and animals. Today there is another thing, that how can we identify the classification. Let me just discuss the background of classification. Classification of animals is a way to group them based on similar traits. They are separated into groups using traits or characteristics like whether they have a backbone or not. The way we classify animals and plants was created by a scientist named Linnaeus, and the Linnaeus system classifies plants and animals on 7 levels using Latin and Greek words. With the development of genome science, the biological connection between animals in the beginning to alter, and animals are being more accurately classified. Okay, so how the animals and why the animals were being classified. Fine, there is like yesterday and the day before yesterday we have discussed that the different characteristics of animals, the groups in which they have been classified. So here just a key, like people used to make the concept web on your notebooks. So here just a key that in which we can put the groups and classes of the animals, like vertebrates, cold-blooded and warm-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals are those are further divided into 3 types, like covered with scales, some are covered with hard and dry skin, and some are covered with moist skin. Now the cold-blooded animals that have been covered with scales, they reproduce eggs without shells in water. Okay, and the animals that have been covered with hard and dry skin reproduce by laying eggs with leathery shells. And the animals that have moist skin reproduce eggs in water. And the animals that lay eggs without shells in the water are fish. And the animals that lay eggs with leathery shells are reptiles. And the cold-blooded animals that reproduce by laying eggs in water are amphibians. Fine. Here another type of vertebrates are warm-blooded animals. Warm-blooded animals are further divided into 2 groups, like covered with feathers and covered with hair and fur. The warm-blooded animals that have been covered with feathers, they reproduce by laying eggs with shells, and they are birds. And the warm-blooded animals that are having hair and fur on their body, they give birth to the young ones, means they don't lay eggs, and these are mammals. Okay, so this was about vertebrates. Second is invertebrates. Invertebrates are further divided into animals with legs and without legs. The invertebrates, those who are not having legs, are worm-like and non-worm-like. Worm-like are some are segmented and some are non-segmented, and not worm-like are having tentacles and some are having spiny skin. Worm-like animals, invertebrates that are segmented are earthworm, that are not segmented are tapeworm, and invertebrates that are non-worm-like, some are jellyfish-like and some are sea urchin. Okay, and invertebrates with legs, further they are divided into 3 groups, like some are having 3 pairs of legs, some are having 4 pairs of legs, and some are having more than 4 pairs of legs. The invertebrates that are having 3 pairs of legs, for example ants, those who are having 4 pairs of legs, for example centipedes, millipedes, and those who are having more than 4 pairs of legs are spider. Fine. Again, it's dichotomous key. For plants I have made here, means plants are maybe vascular and non-vascular. Yesterday we have discussed that which animals are vascular and which are plants are vascular and which are non-vascular. Vascular are those who who are having tissues to transport water and food throughout the plant body, and non-vascular don't have tissues to transport water and food. Vascular are divided into seed plants and seedless plants. Seed plants are maybe flowering, maybe non-flowering. Flowering plants, for example grasses, and non-flowering, for example conifers. And non-vascular are mosses. I have just means non-vascular are shorter in length. They are not so tall. They just look like that they are attached to the earth. Okay, so this was a key. These were some keys to identify the classification of organisms. Okay, thank you.